trying to get everything done. And I will get everything done that I have on my schedule. Every profession, there is someone who is very valuable, and everybody looks to that person, or they rely on that person. They look for their answers in that person. They rely on that person being able to fix their problem. And if you're in an industry where you're a highly valuable, needed person, then you have to take the time for you to be able to get what you need done in your own life. And sometimes, well, that's just a learning lesson. That's something that has to be learned. If you're a very valuable person, everybody relies on you. You got to take time to do what you need in your life. Otherwise, somebody's going to take your time. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. I also want to talk about school education, and I want to talk about communication. Hope you're healthy. Hope you're happy. And if you got a question, let me know in the comments what it is. If you in the comments, if you want to let me know who you are and where you're from. If you're somebody new watching from some distant country and that I can't pronounce, then definitely comment below and let me know, because I want to know who's watching and I want to know where you're from. But hey, just say hi if you don't have a question. That's okay. So, time plus work equals experience. Experience money cannot buy. And when you have an experience and you're highly valuable and everybody relies on you, then everybody's constantly trying to get you to do something because they know that you're the person that can help them with their needs. If I know that you want to talk about personal things, I'm willing to talk to you right now. But when it comes to work, if you're trying to call me and I don't know it's about work, sometimes I will hit that ignore button, because I'm trying to keep my mind on the things that I have, because my day is packed with a schedule and I've got to meet the needs of the schedule. If I don't, then I call behind the next day, or, you know, and what it boils down to is it boils down to me being able to get done what I need to get done. And I can't get done the things I need to get done if I keep letting these other things into my schedule and I keep trying to handle them. Hello from Trinidad, Samir Mohammed, my brother. Glad you're here. Thank you for watching. Let me know if I can help you with anything. And I really appreciate you commenting. Everybody else, please comment, say hi, let me know who you are and what you're doing today. And then hit that like button, please. That way the algorithm thinks that I actually am somebody of value that is trying to help other people and I have something to offer. So I notice that there's tons of jobs, right? And there's so many different jobs. And there's only very few people that are super valuable that have to be or are needed in this position by so many other people. And there's not a lot of those people out there. And then when those people retire, there's a lot of question of what's going to happen. What's going to happen? Because this person has been the one that everybody relied on. You know, why are there not more people that are valuable like that, that are super experienced in their field, in their industry? I was talking to somebody a minute ago who said that everything that, you know, you're learning in school is just stuff you need to memorize, and that when you get out, you don't learn anything practical until you get out of that school and you actually start learning what it is you need to. And I don't know why we're wasting so much time then in schools on stuff that's not practical, on stuff that's not going to help us to be able to gain the experience we need to be that highly valuable person, to be that person that everybody relies on. So why? Is it because our schools are designed to never cultivate someone to own a business? Is it because they're designed so that they're creating consumers and not manufacturers? Because manufacturers are what we need. Of course we need consumers, but the majority of people consume, they don't manufacture. So that's another thing I want to talk about, is your education is very important. Your experience that you're providing yourself with every day is very important. And if I was to give you an option to go sit down and study or to get up and work, I would have to say that put the studying down and make sure that you're out there working. Real life experience is the best experience, the best knowledge, education that you can give yourself. Big O, hello from Texas. What's up, Big O? Hope you're healthy and happy today. If you need something, let me know. Hit the like button if you like anything I'm saying. And I really appreciate you watching. Big O. So, yeah, you got to take time. You got to take time. If you're that highly valuable person everybody relies on, and you are the one who makes it happen every day, you got to take time to live your life and enjoy it and do the things that are going to benefit you and do the things that are going to help you. Communication is key. And I'm seeing a lot of young folks that are coming out of high school that don't know how to communicate. And if you don't know how to communicate, how are you ever going to get what you need? How are you ever going to get what you want if you don't know how to communicate? It's like kids are coming out of school and they're socially awkward. They have no idea how to communicate. And that is not good. Watching from Louisiana. Danny, what's up, man? Louisiana in the house. Hope you're healthy and happy, Danny. Today I was just talking to a customer and it just sparked this little thought process, and I wanted to talk about it before I lose it. And it was just basically the fact that this person's trying to get a day off, but everybody's calling them because they're the person that everybody relies on. And they don't really want to bother the guy, but they just want their problems to be handled. And it's nothing to do with, and sometimes the person that's super valuable, that's just trying to have a day off, gets irritated, gets frustrated, gets angry. And their response is not a kind response. You know, and sometimes, well, it happens. I'm not going to say it's bad because he's trying to get a day off. And sometimes people don't have understanding. They don't have understanding. They just look at what's right in front of them and go, this is happening. I need help. This is happening. Please help me, somebody. You know, they're not thinking about you and thinking about the fact that you put in 12 hours or 18 hours or whatever you put in every day, and you handle all these big situations. And that kind of made me think of me as well, because in my position, you know, if I don't show up, then somebody else may give somebody that is my client, my customer, a bad experience. And some days when I go to certain jobs, I'll be like, man, thank you so much for this. I'm so glad I was here to get this experience, because it was a good experience usually. Some customers can bring you a wonderful experience, and they'll actually remember the way that you made them feel. And I've showed up on jobs and they've been like, hey, 2 years ago you did this. And I'm like, man, that's awesome. You know, you're really a nice person. I really appreciate you. You know, that goes, it takes you just to the moon with as far as how it makes you feel. Can't blame him. He needs the time so he can be effective. Dude, that's a good point, Big O. You're right, man. Sometimes you need to relax. You need to give yourself time. That way you can refocus and be the best. So, agreed from Mississippi. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it, brother. Glad you're watching from Mississippi. Justin, hello from North Carolina. Taddy, what's up, Justin? Hope you're healthy and happy. SOE, John, I got time for you. I got time for you, brother. I appreciate that. We need to take some time, get together and hang out and do some cool stuff. So I'm just driving back from Paris. Wanted to talk about taking time for yourself, especially if you're a highly valued individual and you are a key instrument inside of your company or your business. You got to make sure you take time, because there's so much time for this work. This work is always going to be here. I was watching a video this morning that my friend John sent me, and it was from Brad TV. I think that's what it was. Anyways, they were talking about oh, I just lost my train of thought. That's great. Well, crap. There it goes, guys. It's gone like a squirrel. Drink plenty of water. cannot remember what I was going to say. Brad. I was watching Brad. He was talking about time. What's up, Frank? Crap, I just lost my train of thought, Frank. Man, something's happening. What was that? What was I going to say? Taking time. Oh, man. Well, I don't know, guys, but if you guys got a question, let me know. Watson Fitness. That was actually it. Yeah, so that's what I was watching this morning, but I just had a thought about it because it was pretty good. What was it? Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Thank you, John. So this guy, highly motivated individual, and I don't even actually think it was him that I learned it from. I was switching over and another video popped up, and it was like talking about how the clubs are going to be there, which I don't really care about none of that stuff. The partying is going to be there. You know, you getting together with your friends is going to be there, right? But you doing the work, you know, you need to do the work. You need to get the work done. So that's what I was going to say. Showing and putting in the work is 100%. The 10% more is what sets us apart. Yeah, you're right. I had a guy tell me the other day, he said, I try to go above and beyond. My brother Charlie, actually, he might be watching this. Charlie does remodels, flooring, bathrooms, all kinds of different work. He's very skilled. And he was telling me, he said, every single job, he said, I try to go above and beyond on every single job. I listen to what the customer says, I listen to what they say and what they want, and then I go just a little bit further, you know, because he wants them to be happy. So we should definitely all try to do that, because I definitely want the customer to be pleased. If they're not pleased with the job, then I'm not happy either. So, because money is not the key for me, or money's not the goal for me. If anybody's got any things to say, hit me up, let me know. Lost my train of thought there for a second. But anytime I have a good conversation with somebody like I had earlier today when I'm about to leave, I'm like, man, I need to do a little video. Because people need that in their lives, man. People need motivation. Sometimes they can't be their own motivation. And really the thing, something that will really hold you back in life is who you're around, the people you're around. If you're around a bunch of lazy, unmotivated, negative people, then you're going to constantly have that force that's pushing against you, you know? And you got to be able to push it out. And sometimes, you know, you can't hold it. You know, you let it beat you down, and then you're just in the same mode all the time. You're in the same mood. You're angry, you're upset, you're thinking about the negative things, and it's never going to get you out of that. So I want any motivation that I can give, especially from this experience, to be out here in the open so that somebody else can get that, and maybe it'll change their life for a moment. So, amen. Need more positivity in the world. Danny, yes. More positivity. Tired of the negative. Get out of here. Yes, yes. Get them out of your life. Yes, that's right, man. That's right. What are you guys doing today? You got a big day planned? Yeah. Yeah, I see people that are, I mean, I'm going to give you something too, guys. I went to a hiring event about a month ago. And when I went to the hiring event, I went in this big conference center room, and I walked in there and I couldn't see any heating and air vendors. So I asked the lady at the door, I said, where's the HVAC instructor? She said, he's in his classroom. I said, okay. So I walked into, and some of the kids, they might see this video, and that's okay, because you need to know how I feel. And you need to know what you need to do to be better, because, of course, if you don't know, you're not going to be better. So I walk into the instructor, the school or the classroom for the HVAC, and I can hear the instructor talking, and I can see a bunch of kids lined up in desks sitting down, and walk around the corner, and I kind of interrupt the class, and the instructor looks over and he says, hey, can I help you? I said, yes, sir. I got about 6 applications here. I was wanting to hire. And he come over and introduced himself, and I actually know of him. Very intelligent, been doing this a long time. I'm very happy that he's in that position, and they actually have somebody who knows what he's doing. They can actually prepare them for what they're going to have to know and do. So he asked me, do you mind speaking to the class? I said, no, that'd be great. I was kind of nervous though, not gonna lie. So I walked over there, got in front of the classroom. I started speaking, and then Boom, man. I'm rolling with it. About 10, 15 minutes in, nobody's really saying anything. There's about 20 kids in there, and I ask a few questions. And when I ask the questions, nobody says anything. And I'm like, oh man, I look over at the instructor and I said, hey, you got a lot of work to do. And he said, I know. He said, they just don't want to talk. It's like they don't want to say anything. They're scared to say something. And I begin to tell them how communication is the key to not only getting opportunities, but also meeting the people that you want to meet, getting the connections that you need. So it could be the determining factor in you actually being able to achieve what you want to achieve in your life. So these kids they're young, 18, right out of high school. Maybe some of them are in high school, and they can't communicate. They're shy. And I remember, man, I was shy going to my first call. I don't know what I'm going to say, so I'm overthinking the whole entire time. And when you start as a new technician, you're overthinking. You're thinking about things you shouldn't. Same thing our minds do when we have anything in our life going on, any task that we're trying to achieve, or something that's new. We're always overthinking the situation. It's always simpler than what we think. But me, I have to go to, in my mind, education. What is education about? What do they learn in school? Why are they antisocial? What's going on? And then this conversation earlier today that I'm just now leaving their house, they told me that the businesses need to get more involved with schools. That way, these students are more prepared. And I'm thinking, wow, man, it's so true. I know this, though. Just like some of you know this, you know that, school doesn't prepare you for the practical life. And it's sad because they're going to have to, honestly, they're going to go through things they wouldn't have to go through if they were more prepared. They're not going to be able to control their lives. They're going to have somebody control their lives until they can figure out how to control their own life, right? So, gasoline dig. Nice, Frank, nice. So tell me what you think. Hit the like button if you like what I'm saying. I just wanted to say this. But how do I make this actionable? How do I make this, something I really liked in that video? It talked about being intentional. In that video, I'm going back and forth now, but intentional or circumstantial? Are you intentional in your life, or are you circumstantial? The things just happen to you, or are you intentional about the things you do? Do you purpose in your heart what you do? Because if we purpose in our heart, we have a better life, because we're controlling more of what we do based off of what we need, because we're intentional about what we need. We're not just circumstantial. So it's just like going to the refrigerator and me grabbing, a bunch of pizza pockets, which are amazing. I love pizza pockets, but just eating it breakfast, lunch, and dinner, instead of maybe grabbing a mango and, eating some fruits. It's intentional. What's up, man? Morning from North Carolina. HVAC Misadventures, my brother Michael. What's up? Hope you guys are all healthy and happy today. I'm going to take a break, stop at the office for just a minute. I'm actually not taking a break. What am I saying? I'm going to stop at the office, and then I'm going to head over to Hollow Rock. I just left Paris, Tennessee, and had 2 stops there. Now I'm about to be in Hollow Rock, Tennessee. Going to make a few stops there. May go on to Huntington because I got some jobs way behind. Got lots of estimates I need to do, but haven't done any of them. But you know what? I'm taking care of the people that don't have heat. So I'm doing service before I do estimates. That's how I do it. I don't know how y'all do it. The best thing to do is to try to throw in some estimates with service calls, because sometimes if you don't get to the estimate, before everybody else gets there, somebody gets there that the customer trusts and they think is honest, or that is honest, and then they go with that person. So people want it to be done. Whatever they have in their life that they want to get done, they get it done as quick as possible. So if you're just tuning in, definitely watch this video after it's up, and if you got any questions, put them down there, and I'll definitely go through and I'll answer those questions. I'll go back. Try with one person at a time to help intentionally do what you can handle. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Good stuff, Big O. I love it. Justin, my instructor would tell us there is no dumb question, just a question unanswered. Ask questions because others probably have the same question. You're right, man. You're right. Find the person that has answered the question because they're doing exactly what they would if they answered the question, or they're doing exactly what you need to know, and find that person. All the great people that are doing awesome, successful things, most of them have mentors. Probably up to veterans to help the young ones. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'd strongly agree with that, Chris. You know, we need to help the other ones. Thanks, brother. Love the channel. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that, man. The channel's not going anywhere. I'm going to keep moving, keep doing content every day. I've got a lot of videos that I wanted to do that I haven't been able to do yet, like the chiller training and the geo training, but it's okay. I mean, the water source, Samsung water source. It's not a geo unit. It's used in boiler chiller applications, but it's not a geo. It's actually, so anyways, I need to do those videos. But thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate that. About to go in the office, find out what we got, drop off some tickets, and then head back to work. All right, I think that's it. Love you guys. Stay healthy, stay happy. This is Tad reminding you. Take care of yourself. Take time to do what it is that's going to help you in your life. You know, do whatever you have to speed everything up too. I've noticed that lately, is that I'm trying to push in as much as I possibly can, not necessarily with just work, but with everything else that needs to be done, because I realize that time is the one thing that you never get back, and you got to do everything you can possibly do, especially if it'll get you in a position where you're going to be better, you're going to be able to enjoy life. So speed it up, you know, speed it up. To talk to you. Yeah, cool, man. Big O, awesome. Enjoy, man. Have a good one. Thank you guys so much. And stay healthy, stay happy. This is Tad reminding you, I'll keep you cool if you let me. And I'll keep you warm if you let me too.